The notion that there are no school sports this term is a lie, according to Youth Development and Sports Minister Kenson Casimir. During Monday's pre-cabinet press briefing, Casimir stated that school football, netball and road race events are ongoing and will culminate in a primary and secondary school road race championship. Casimir added that on January 6, 2025, schools cricket competition will commence, followed by additional competitions. Furthermore, he mentioned that the results from schools' netball and football matches have been posted on the Ministry of Youth Development's webpage for over a week and a half.
The notion that the Ministry of Youth Development and Sport took money earmarked for school sports and spent it on the Julian Alfred Concert and Reward is an absolute salacious, fallacious lie. There is no truth to it. The Ministry of Finance financed all the celebrations for Julian Alfred. The rewards that are given are coming from the Ministry of Finance.
Casimir explained that the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports has its own budget for school sports that cannot be used for anything else. He stated that every single school has submitted their dates for the inter-house competitions, with other competitions like the Island Championships also scheduled for this school year.
We always have events in the third term. What we did do was we moved one of the events from this term, since we had this hectic schedule, into next term, which did not affect anybody at all. The same students that were there in this term, they will be there come January. And so they will be participating in their sport of choice. There is nothing untoward, there is nothing significant, there's nothing to be worried about as it pertains to school sports.
Casimir says that forcing school sports with all the associated activities within 4 or 5 days in the week has not worked. He says that it is almost impossible to carry on doing school sports the way it has been done over the last 40 years if results are to be achieved. Therefore, Casimir says that the ministry is putting together a school sports commission made up of representatives from the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports, Diaspora, and Police to take school sports to another level.
We are transitioning. And when you're transitioning, it doesn't just happen overnight. You have to do it through phases. You have to sit down at the table. You have to have meetings. You have to argue. You have to then decide what you're doing. And sometimes the decision taken may be incorrect at the time. Go back to the table, the drawing board, and get it right. And so what we are doing as a ministry is putting the dynamics together to have a different school sports program that we will see all the benefits of in our near future.
Casimir confirmed that there was conflict between the PE Teachers Association and the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports. However, he says there was a meeting with PE teachers that included the Ministry of Education.
We do have PE teachers that would request fixture by a certain time. And I have said in times past, school sports is every year. We should not be waiting until a particular time to have a proper fixture. But even then, when you're the minister or you're dealing with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, you cannot directly engage persons from the Ministry of Education unless you go for a chief education officer or a senior official. So just in putting a fixture together, certain schools may be ready, but if you put in a fixture, as you would understand, with 5 teams in a group, if one school is not ready or has not indicated their interest or has not shown that they will be participating, then you have a delay because it affects the entire process.
In about a week and a half, Casimir says most competitions will be concluded, after which he says a proper sit-down will be had with the School Sports Commission. For the DBS News World, Miriam Montoute reporting.